Hello, welcome to Writings from the Hills. This week I am spotlighting a book. It is in our genealogy department right now only, but it is soon to come to our downstairs circulating collection. I think it's going to be something I think people are going to appreciate. This is Dumbest Crimes in Southern Ohio, True Crime Oddities and Dumb Criminals from the Backroads by Mark H. Rowe. There is the book again. It is a new book for our collection, and it's a new book period. It was printed in 2025. And it is a local author. So you're going to see it does not have an index, and it's not always the best organized, but it is a really interesting book, and it's got a lot of information about some of the strange criminals that we have had in Lawrence County and in the Southern Ohio and in our region. And I'm going to read from Chapter 3, Butt Dialing 911 During a Robbery. Gallipolis had its burglar who forgot the money, but elsewhere in Ohio, another criminal managed to outdo even the level of incompetence. This time, the culprit wasn't tripped up by nerves or forgetfulness. It was his own phone that betrayed him. In the middle of robbing a convenience store, the man somehow managed to do the one thing every criminal should avoid. He butt dialed 911. While he thought he was whispering instructions to his accomplice, dispatchers were listening in real time, their headsets feeding them a live play-by-play of the crime. It was less a robbery than an accidental radio broadcast of his own downfall. The call captured everything: the rustle of the movement, the hurried whispers, even the suspect's own words as he described what he was doing. It was, in effect, an unintentional confession delivered straight to the people whose job it was to stop him. The dispatchers didn't need to guess what was happening. The suspect narrated it for them. He's practically giving us a script, one dispatcher later joked. All we had to do was follow along. Police traced the call with ease, zeroing in on the convenience store before the suspect even had a chance to leave. By the time he realized what had happened, officers were already waiting outside. There was no chase, no dramatic standoff, no clever escape, just a man stepping out of a store, expecting freedom, and finding instead a wall of uniforms. His phone had betrayed him, turning a planned getaway into one of the easiest arrests of the year. The story spread quickly, and locals wasted no time turning it into a running joke. Siri may not always understand you, one man quipped at the diner, but 911 sure does. At the barbershop, the tale was retold with fresh exaggerations. He called the cops on himself, the barber said, shaking his head. Did half their job for him. For them. The laughter was easy, the kind that rolled through the town like a shared secret. Everyone agreed this was a crime so foolish it deserved to be remembered. Well, that is just one small section and not even a complete chapter out of the book Dumbest Crimes in Southern Ohio by Mark H. Rowe. As I said, this copy is in our genealogy department. It cannot be checked out, but it is always available. And we will be getting a copy that can be checked out, so stay tuned. If you're interested, I hope you enjoy this book, and I will see you next time.